Hello and welcome. I am Raziel, and of course it's Sunday, so it's time for the pre-order preview. And I've got to say, this is pretty good. This is a very good one in my opinion. Even though it is all fantasy based, and when I mean fantasy, I meant the genre, not just Warhammer Fantasy, because the first one is Age of Sigmar, and most of it's the old world as well, which, kind of cool. And I've got to say, it's pretty good. It's just the first one I don't like. Let's get to it. And here it is, the Dark Oath box army set. The models look great. I've got to say, I've really changed my mind about this one. I think this looks really cool. It's a nice centerpiece for your army, and I always do like having a nice centerpiece in these boxes. It's something I think is fantastic. Having that one big model, which kind of shows off your painting skills, your building skills, and you can go really, really in depth with it and take your time over, so you can really show off how good you are. Always makes these boxes so much better. And the Lord choice is really nice too. I think these are really cool, and I actually have no complaints with the actual tactical rocks on these ones because they fit in the models. He's standing there being all heroic like, and he's stooping over, so I have no issues with those tactical rocks. Now these look really nice. Now I can actually prove my point when I complain about tactical rocks, especially on models like this. See, we can see her rock foot is on a rock there. It makes the model static. It makes it look like a photo, an image in time, where this is the same pose, but you can see where the tactical rock is pretty much hidden by the grass here. All of a sudden, that model has movement to it. It has motion. It is flowing. It looks like it's alive. Where this one looks like a photo. The same here. This one looks like a photo. He's stuck to that rock. It's not. I don't like him, and that's the reason why. It always makes nice kinetic models look static. But I do love this. This is a fantastic toe. I'm going to put this in my Chaos Army. I might get some of these just to make some cultists out of, and I'm not a fan of cultists, but I want this banner. I think that's such a cool looking banner. That would be great in my Chaos Army. It will look fantastic. Go away, you. It will look fantastic. I do like it. And here we go again. See some nice moving models. They are very kinetic. There's no, tactical rocks to weigh them down. They look like they're moving. And if you're doing Traitor Guard, these will be great for Rough Riders. These will look fantastic as your Rough Riders. They got the usual horsey poses. I mean, there's many more poses horses can do than these from running, but they look really nice. Well, to be fair, when they're galloping, you do kind of have to consider that at one point, or the feet will be off the ground. But these look really nice. They look really cool. Nice. They're kinetic, they're moving, they're full of life, and that's what makes them good. Okay? That's great. I love it. I love it. Now to the bad bit. This is not even a book. This is a pamphlet, a flimsy magazine. So why isn't this free? And if it's free, that's even worse. If this becomes free, that's even worse. And it also kind of nailed home the biggest problem with this box. The models look great. Don't get me wrong. I have no issues with the models at all. They look fantastic. The book itself is just a pamphlet. It's a stapled together piece of crap. Right? That's what it is. It's also going to be out of date months after you get this book. This battle tome will be out of date. Completely useless. And not as in FAQ'd or errated. Brand new edition, out of date. Which actually kind of made me smile when I was thinking about it, because no one's going to buy it. I mean, I can't see anyone really wanting to buy this set to play it. So let the scalpers have this one, because they're never going to shift it. Because it's out of date as soon as it drops. Literally let's say 2-3 months max. Well, you got a week now, then 2 weeks, so that's 3 weeks by the time it's actually released properly. And then you've got a couple of months after that when the new Age of Sigmar drops. So this is out of date as soon as it drops. That's the biggest problem with this box. It's a nice looking box. Okay, I think it's great. What they should have done is, forgone the entire army set. Just said, no, we're not doing an army set. We're just going to sell these models separately, straight away. And there you go. That's what they should have done in my opinion. But they're doing it as an army set, which will be out of date as soon as it drops. And just done this Battle Time supplement as a, free PDF. They did it with the Ironjawz, and they said they're going to do it with other ones as well, but yeah, they should have just should have been free. Now this model, Lady Elise Duchard. This is a gorgeous model. I love this model. I'm still trying to work out whose face that looks like. Oh, it's going to drive me mental. Really is. I want to say Catherine Hepburn, Audrey Hepburn, but it's not quite. It's kind of got the impish look that she has. It kind of reminds me of Robin and Marion, but she does look really nice. This is such a lovely model. I love the detail here. It's not deep, as in so far in. It's just like slightly in, so it's just enough to show it off, so it looks lacy and not really deep. I love the fact that these flowers here, these roses, look like, I want to say Lancashire. I really do. But the English rose, but it's the mix of the red and the white roses, so it's kind of looks like that homage to the English Civil War. And it's just really nice. This is such a nice looking model. This horse, this unicorn, it's rearing up. It's fantastic. It looks really offensive. It looks like it's attacking. This does not look like a peaceful, lovely unicorn. This looks like an animal for war. And this is where I actually like Tactical Rocks. This is where I think they look good, because it's rearing up, and the way this model is molded, that Tactical Rock works. It looks like it's meant to be a statue. It's rearing up, and this is a hero, and this is where Tactical Rocks work, in my opinion. And this looks, and see, it doesn't even take movement away from it, because it's a model that's not moving forward but moving vertically. It has more momentum with it, with the Tactical Rock. The horse's tail looks like it's moving. The hooves looks like it's moving. It looks like it's rearing up. It looks like it's fantastic. Oh, this is just such a lovely model. Oh, I have no issues with this. I do like it. I do. Then you have the Kingdom of Bretonnia Warlord on Pegasus. And let's have a look. I think this one's going to be, Forge World Resin. That's a resin model. And this is how you can tell the difference. Let's have a look. Royal Pegasus plastic release. Yeah. Just double checking. This is how you can tell the difference between the two teams. There is a plastic head. It's not great. They're never great. There's a resin head. So much better. So much better. But, heads aside, you can give it a helmet. Jolly good. Way I would go. Once again, it's rearing up. It looks offensive. Got the nice spread wings. Again, this is such a lovely model. There are issues with horses with Games Workshop, and this has been going on for years, where there's this kind of like big lump of plastic right along the middle. I think it's to give it more area when you glue it together. I don't know. It always looks a bit dopey when you look underneath, so it might have that. I don't know if it does. Okay, but again, this looks really nice. And once again, because it's rearing up on that Tactical Rock, the Tactical Rock actually gives it depth. It gives it more oomph. Because it looks like it's either about to take off or it's about to attack. It's really nice. I love the horseshoes on it as well. They look really nice. This is a nice model. I like this one. Then you have I'll just go all the way down here because I've got to talk about this in one big hole. As you can see, it's all old plastic models. Okay, that's what it is from now on. So all the way back up the top, sorry for giving you a headache. And I can't really say anything bad about these, okay? I try to remove my nostalgia from stuff like this. But I never actually did Bretonnia. I did Tomb Kings back then. So I wouldn't say it's much of an issue. They look cool. I do like this guy. He looks kind of funny. They look nice, but they do look dated. Unfortunately so. They are the old cast. They're the old plastic models. I can't really say anything bad about them. They looked good back then, but they look bad now, sort of thing. It's like playing GoldenEye now. It doesn't look as great as the latest. I'm just trying to think of the latest first-person shooter I played. The latest Halo game, alright? Because it's of its time. They're all of its time. They look nice for the time. They're going to have the same issues, which means you can paint the same model over and over again. So I'm just going to quickly say what they are and whether or not I think they're cool. I'm not going to go into much detail, but I do like them, you know. Except the next one. This one I love. I tell you what, this does give me nostalgic love. I love this model back then. I love it now. This is such a... It's pretty much useless. Don't get me wrong. It's not a great piece. But I love it. I love it. And the reason I like it so much, because there's this thing which happens to human brains where we can tell the digital between digital and handcrafted, or a real human voice and a digital voice. Our brain can just click on that. Like if you listen to a CD or MP3, our brain knows it's digital. If we listen to vinyl or a cassette tape, our brain knows it's a real voice. It's kind of weird. And how our brain... And the same goes for this. When we see something that's been crafted by hand, our brain knows the difference. And it just gives it that little bit more charm. I mean, you can see these very small errors in the crafting process, like how the feathers on the wings don't quite match up, or, you know, how the teeth go all the way back to the end of the skull. And, you know, all these little tiny details that our brain picks up, and it just adds that little bit of charm to the model. And it, you know, it's based on Raiders of the Lost Ark, you know, from when the Nazis opened up the, you know, the Ark of the Covenant, and their faces starting melting. You can see that here. This is where it's from. Oh, I do love this model. It's so cool. I mean, even like the fact that these two are totally different sizes and at totally different angles. People might go, oh, that's bad crafting. I think it looks kind of cool. It kind of gives it its own little thing, and you can tell that love went into this. It's a lovely model. I love it. And look, you can see right through him. We've got the Tomb Kings of Khemri, Necrolith, Colossus, and Bone Giant. Bone Giant! Ha ha ha! I'm so childish. Giant bone. Right, again, it looks cool. I'm glad, hopefully, this is resin, because if, swear to God, if this was metal, I would cry. I would absolutely cry if this was metal. I wouldn't get one. I would not get one of these if it was metal. And let's have a look. Designs, early days. Interest third head option, so it's got a new head. That's cool. Oh, it is a resin model, which is nice. Trust me, if this was metal, this would make people cry to build. Metal skeletons were the worst. They really were. Anyone who's so hyped about metal, just go, remember building metal skeletons? They'll go, yep, no, didn't think you did, because you would not be a fan of metal. And you'd definitely not be a fan of this. It's such a nice model. Hopefully this will get a lot more love. You know, such a cool looking model. I love this little ring here. Yeah, they're cool. Again, they're all of their time. Orcs, tribes, goblins and tribes, orcs and shamans. Kind of weird they just got rid of one as well. Should have put that maniac back. He was a lot cooler. And I do like the fact that he's got no teeth. This is like old fantasy at its peak. Just absolute silliness. You know? Yeah, they're nice models. They are. They look cool. And I do like this guy. He's so cool. He looks like a meth head asking you for some change for a cigarette or something. Or trying to sell you some bootleg CDs. You got any CDs? Got any money? I need a tenner. I need to get home as I go again. He's so cool. You got orc mobs and black orc mobs. Again, they look cool. And once again, you are going to be painting the same model over and over again. Just be prepared for it, especially with things like orcs and goblins. These are horde armies, so be prepared for that. They look cool. The black orcs look cool. But nice to see them in plastic. I remember when they were metal. Orc boar boys, really cool, and boar chariots. So hopefully, are they in the same box? Orc cavalry will also turn to open fields in the old world, headed up by the thunderous charge of heavy orc boys. This box, ooh, that's pretty cool. I do like that. Wait, let me just double check. 20 black orcs. You can split them into 2 units. Oh, so these are 2 different boxes, but that and that is 1 box. I like that. I do like that. That's kind of cool. Because you get nice, if you buy one of those boxes, you've got a decent set of cavalry and you don't need to buy anything else afterwards. But they are, again, they are of their time, and whether you like that or not, that's up to you, but they look cool. This model I don't like. This is a kind of a bad model. It's not well made, even for that time period. It's a plastic model. See, it just looks horrible. It looks like it's badly made. You know? The teeth are sort of moulded into the top lip there. It doesn't look fantastic. I don't like it. Goblin mobs, they are goblins. They look funny and cool. They're goblins. But again, painting the same over and over again. And night goblins, again, they look nice. They're kind of cool. I like night goblins. And so there you go. That's it. It's 1 plus after that, by the way. It's a nice week. It's a nice little one to this week. I quite like it. You got the Lady Alicia Touchard. That's such a lovely model. Such a great model. No, I'm not going to do Bretonnians because of that. The Dark Oath box is a little too late sort of thing. Just should have either released the models separately, the kit separately, or left it to a next edition. Next edition is too soon for that box to drop now. And that's just my opinion on that one. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you wish to save money on your Warhammer, don't forget to check out Wayland Games for up to 20% off and free delivery after £20. There is also Forbidden Planet for comics, DVDs, manga, t-shirts, etc. All down there below. And if you want to support me personally, you can go click on my links for my merchandise, stickers, cups, and my comics. And don't forget Skyforge. Just give that guy a bit of love. He's a friend of mine. I don't get any money from him. And hope you all guys have a good day. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.